All right, y'all. So we're here, Northern California. We came to the Reptile show and we got arrested.
All right, so joke's on you guys. Or maybe we're the jokesters. We're still trying to figure all that out, who the joke is on here. But Officer Smith was kind enough to play along with this little joke here. He's here to ensure that everyone at the Sacramento show is safe. Come on to the show. Officer Smith is going to do a great job keeping you safe. I'll keep your animals safe when they're in shipment. Come join us.
We are here at the Sacramento Reptile Show. This is in Northern California. We have Kale here. Kale is, I can call you the scientist behind all this, right? Sure, yeah. The researcher, the caretaker of all these animals as well, right? Yeah. So you have a lineup of, an insane amount of venomous animals, venomous snakes from across the world, anywhere from Africa, Indonesia, Malaysia, even our own country, Northern America and whatnot. Give us a little bit of your top 3 favorite venomous reptiles you have here.
This is my favorite, the king cobra.
It is the longest or largest venomous snake, right?
Venomous snake in the world.
Yeah. Okay.
I like to tell people the reason that this is not in nausea is because they're smart. So all cobras seem to be a little dumb. They're just like bite first, ask questions later. Okay. That's nausea. But king cobras are on a different level. They're the king for a reason. You change stuff in his cage and he'll sit there and stare at it. Yep. Be looking at it. Yeah, they are very aware of things. They don't just like lash out and bite.
Let's go with your top 2 other favorites. You have a whole table of a whole bunch of venomous snakes from, again, all around the world. You pick. You show us wherever it may be.
Well, right after the king cobra is the black mamba. So yeah, this is Corella. She's our 9-foot black mamba. And they're also known for their intelligence. It's often people think the king cobra and the black mamba is the most intelligent of the snakes. From what we've seen, yeah, it's very noticeable. They act very different too. They do that same thing where they're very inquisitive. They look at things, they try to figure stuff out.
What's your 3rd top pick?
The 3rd has got to be the inland taipan.
Inland taipan.
So most venomous snake in the world. This is also one of the things that everybody comes here to see.
The scales, everything, it almost looks like a yellowtail crebo.
Yeah, I don't like to say it's the most dangerous in the world because it's never actually killed anybody that we know of. And so it lives in a part of Australia where there's no people, but it's the most toxic. That's really what its record holder is. So it's the most toxic snake in the world based off of, injecting it into mice. And when they did the first studies of this, they found out that if you equate it to the size of a human, one average bite could kill 44 people. If they do a full milking and get all the venom out, it is about 100 people. So one load of venom from one snake could kill 100 people. That's extremely toxic for something that eats mice. Most of the bites have been herpetologists, either in zoos like this or them going out into the field. It's in our head like, you got to be careful because it's so venomous, but we carry antivenom for it. The antivenom works really well. But it is very, very expensive.
Are you providing that for hospitals, or is that?
It's a good question. We maintained it originally for ourselves. We just wanted to be able to supply it for our employees if we need it. But then we made a subscription. So other zoos in Arizona subscribe to our antivenom rate. They pay a yearly fee. If they need the antivenom, we'll ship it, take it to them.
I'll go ahead, I'm gonna link this in the bio, guys. Make sure to give him a follow, make sure to check him out. So now I am here at my buddy's booth. He actually brought something that for some reason, I just have a feeling I'm gonna get bit, guys. But DD's held it, didn't get bit. No one's been bit by it yet, but if you guys know me, I tend to get bit by things. Now, these guys are from Papua New Guinea, okay? The Southern Territory, there's 2 of these species of the northern white-lipped pythons and the southern white-lipped pythons, and this is the sought-after southern white-lipped python right here. Massive male right here. Again, from southern Papua New Guinea. Almost a gray, black tone to it. Oh, I dare you. Chad, come grab it, come grab it. Wait, come here. Hold up. You bred these.
Southern D'Alberts, yes.
Tell us about them.
Like 20 years ago.
I'm done talking about them. You spotlight these.
All right. D'Albert's pythons, one of the most beautiful snakes on the planet in my opinion. Now the pattern, there isn't much of a pattern, but the iridescence, the intensity, the white lip, D'Albert's white lip pythons, I wonder where that name comes from. One of the most beautiful snakes in the hobby, in the trade, from Indonesia. There's a northern species, which is a little bit more browned out in the back. The southern, a little bit blacker, as you can see here. You're just getting one of the most intense faces in all the python world.
So as you guys heard, Chad Brown from Shipper Reptiles has actually done work with these guys. If you guys are looking to get any of these or any type of really stunning animals, I mean even hypo false water cobras or lavender false water cobras, you guys definitely got to go to the Reptile Shop with Mike Roscoe if you're looking for beautiful, gorgeous, rare animals, healthy animals like this right here. All right guys, this is what we've been waiting for right here. This is the main event. He's about to pull out some crazy venomous snakes. Chad and I are about to see this. Put him through this for the second time now. You ready?
Say two times is a charm. I think 2 times I don't want to see it. That's what I'm saying.
Give us about 10 seconds and you'll see it next.
I'm going to come and do that right now. What did he do? He pretty much did nothing.
We got you. Yeah, it wasn't his real leg. You know.
Major disappointment. I at least want to see the rattlesnake strike. I was hoping to see it.
I was hoping to see. I just want to see it bite the shoe or something, honestly. But it is kind of interesting to see that the rattlesnakes don't actually. They're not as defensive as we think they are. They're
not going to chase you down. Yes, your shins are going to be safe if you're walking through rattlesnake country.
What do you think, man? Should people be scared of snakes, or why is it you have Shipper Reptiles? I mean,
snakes are not scary. They're not slimy. They're beautiful, wonderful creatures. Make awesome, incredible pets. And even wild snakes are not coming to get you. Just know that.
All right, guys. Now this is a different scenario. Usually we're looking at colubrids. We're looking at geckos. We're looking at isopods, whatever it may be. We're looking at something very much in particular, one thing. But this time, I have Brad here, I have Jerry here. And not only was this guy friends with Steve Irwin, the man himself, the man, the myth, and the damn legend, right? But this guy right here is the boss of this whole entire shebang-a-bang, okay? And we have one of my favorite colubrids ever, one of my favorite Pituophis, the black pine snake. As you guys know, I love breeding these guys. I have them at my warehouse. I'm absolutely in love with these guys. On top of that, we have Redbird, right?
Yep.
The scarlet macaw.
Yep.
We have
Allie
the alligator, right?
Yep.
Okay, and this is an American alligator?
Yep.
Boom, a sweetheart, as you guys can tell. I mean, check this out. This thing is a tank of an animal. I mean, give me something. I mean, you were friends with the crocodile hunter, and this isn't a crocodile, but you know, give me some input on it. Go ahead.
This is, we have 2 alligators that I got from the Knoxville Zoo in Tennessee in 1991.
Okay.
So, and it was probably about 5 years old when I got it. So this alligator is actually probably 35 years old. And I also have another alligator that's about 10 years old. It's about 180 pounds. This one's about 30 pounds. The reason they're small is because in Oregon there's 3 or 4 or 5 months it's too cold to eat very much. So they don't eat, they don't grow. The growth rate is a lot slower.
So they go through a brumation.
A little bit, yeah.
Okay.
They can be. If you've probably seen videos on YouTube, but in Florida when it does freeze in North Carolina, they'll actually have their nose just out in the ice. They can handle cold for a fair amount of time. But he's been used in school programs for 20, 30 years, and so he's, people say, why doesn't he bite? There's 2 reasons to bite. One would be food, the other is defense. He obviously knows we're way too big to be food, so that's off the plate.
Right.
And then he just knows that we're not hurting him, and so he's very, when he comes to an event, it's like getting a massage. He's not drugged, he's just very relaxed, he's well fed, and he's just been doing this a long time.
Interesting. So there's that. And I don't know too much about these guys. The first time I ever held one was as a child in Florida. I was probably maybe, 5, 6 years old. My mom has a picture of me holding one. Yes, the Pituophis hiss right there. I know you guys can't hear that, but I'm sure you've heard it many times in other YouTubes. These guys actually have a modified glottis, a little line right in between their glottis, which lets them hiss super loud. And when these guys want to hiss and let you know, hey, I'm big, I'm bad, mess off, these guys will hiss at you like no other. It is beautiful. It is amazing.
Sometimes.
This is why, but that's why I love Pituophis. I love how vocal they can be, and their little funny bite with them too. It's kind of funny when they do get finally a little fed up or defensive and they give you that little bite. It's kind of the best thing ever.
Well, that's definitely the thing we've done before too. A lot of times you get a clue, but he doesn't want to bite, but yes, he doesn't want to.
No.
But we've done that before, where you can, with their teeth on a pine or a beauty snake, so small that even if they chomp on you, there's not a lot they can do.
There's not. Everyone's
scared.
Well, that's why they have that modified glottis, is they don't have teeth to really defend themselves whatsoever. So they have the little rattle of their tail, and if it hits against brush, kind of sounds like a rattlesnake, right? Kind of. If you don't know what a rattlesnake sounds like, and that hiss, I mean, anyone who doesn't know about snakes, you hear that hiss, you're thinking, what is that? You know, like, oh my God, it's kind of scary. And you're holding a scarlet macaw. Now, I love birds. I've grown up with birds. My grandma absolutely loved macaws, so I got to have the pleasure of growing up with them, right? Go ahead and tell me about Red over here, this beautiful bird.
Well, Red Bird, she is about 30 years old.
30.
30. They live to be about 100, as we know. And you're looking at something that will mimic and act like a 2-year-old for their whole life.
Yeah.
Something you can't just leave home, go on vacation. You got to have someone around that can actually watch them. They go through the emotions that we do. They get depressed. They get sad. They want all that attention and love, of course. Right? And they speak, of course, but they speak when they want to speak.
I got something here. Is that a cracker?
I'll get some.
I was about to say Polly want a cracker, but I guess Polly
So
want a cracker.
actually, let's see what we get here. So,
I love you.
I love you. I love you.
Don't give me Korean. Speak like a pirate.
And now my kiss. Give me a kiss. One more. Nope. Give me my second kiss. Thank you.
You know, I know this is mainly a reptile channel, but like I've said before, you know, the more and more I'm around other animals, I'm an animal lover, not a reptile lover. You know, I love them all. They're all amazing in their own individual and unique ways. I mean, a macaw, for example, they're so smart, intelligent animals. The fact that it can mimic is just insane, you know, the things they learn. And again, the fact that they do go through depression, they go through sadness, they go through happiness.
Live as long as a human.
And longer than us. Yeah, they live longer than us. And it's insane. And I love birds, and I've been really beating myself up not getting a bird simply because I don't have the time to raise one. You need to be there day and night to make sure that thing is nice to you. That thing is acclimated to, hey, that's my dad essentially. That's my brother essentially. Because if you don't hang out with it, these guys are not this nice. And I've had the nice ones and I've had the mean ones now. And you have to have that time for them. And it is not a reptile. I'll tell you that right now. I mean,
They're like their family.
Yes,
They become one of our kids. They become our family.
They are. Come here, baby. Come here. Yes, beautiful. Yes, thank you. I know. You're just the most beautiful ever, huh? I love you.
What? Speak like a pirate?
Girl. Oh, that's picking up on the audio. But oh my gosh, guys. Freaking scarlet macaw, American alligator, black pine snake, two amazing people here. I mean, absolutely, again, guys, thank you so much for the time today. You know, you guys are busy with a line out the door, which is insane. They just have everyone who wants to come see a beautiful bird, an alligator, every snake in existence in North America and America in general. I mean, they have everything, you know, and from the federally protected to the most gorgeous of animals. Make sure to give these guys a follow. Brad's World Reptiles, right? And then is that for all platforms, the YouTube, Instagram, everything? Yeah. So we're going to do grand finale. There's a lot of people at this show. There's a lot of beautiful and awesome vendors. There are a lot of awesome animals at this show. But there's someone that I hold near to my heart, all right? When I first got into this game, guys, I got into ball pythons. I know I talk a lot of stuff about them, but I did start with ball pythons, and they were awesome, and they did me really well. And I also started with isopods. My biggest revenue source ever, believe it or not, were rubber duckies. Rubber ducky isopods at their prime in what, 2018, 2019, right? Right before COVID. Huge market at the time. It still is a thriving market, but nothing like it was back in those 2 years. I met Jay. And Jay not only took the time to mentor me into these ball pythons and isopods and had this little kid bugging him basically, and how do I do this? Where do I buy calcium powder from? Where do I do this, right? What genetics do I do with ball python? And I know at times this man just wanted to just backhand the crap out of me. I'm like, I don't want to do that though. I want to be different. I'd call him at work and he'd be like, dude, I gave you the perfect genetics to breed. Pair them. And fine, whatever. Boom, did it. Sold. I'm like, Maybe this guy does know what he's talking about. Turns out he does know what he's talking about. Guys, this is Jay right here. Aldis, Jeremiah Aldis. I call him Jay. What do you go by, bro?
Let's go by Jay.
Okay, Jay. Perfect. So we're going to start with snakes. Let's start with snake.
Yeah, so right here are my pure Taiwan beauties. I got my original set from the late Mr. Scott Powley.
But these guys are the Taiwan beauty snakes. You guys know I love my blue beauties. I love these guys, and he has some hypo ones. Yeah, I'm pretty sure he is the only one in the United States with the actual true hypos. Not the color phases, but the genetic phase of a true hypo melanistic, you know, a hypomelanistic snake that he has of a Taiwan beauty like these, and they are absolutely stunning. Make sure to check out his page for those because you didn't bring any with you, right?
No.
They're yellow. They're bright yellow. It's a trip. It's like, yeah, like a highlighter yellow. Yeah, that's a good way to put it actually. Like my Korean lily whites, that yellow highlighter, like that, with more tone and definition to the color. Check them out on his Instagram, which he did change to
Goliath Reptile.
Goliath Reptiles now.
I'm one of the few people in the United States that can successfully breed Goliathus goliathus, otherwise known as the African giant Goliath beetle. So these are the African Goliath beetles. This is a major male.
It's a huge male.
Yeah. And I'm one of the few people that not just have these, but I have almost all of the subspecies of Goliath beetle. Yeah, so I actually spent a lot of time in Japan. I grew up there.
Okay.
So I know how to breed them because over there in Japan, these are a big deal. Like,
yeah.
This, what ball pythons are to the US is what beetles are to Japan. So they're just everywhere, and everyone kind of knows how to breed them there. So even in Japan, where beetles are cheap, this guy right here, I'd probably sell them for no less than $800 in Japan. And that's where they're common.
Now what's crazy about these beetles, guys, is believe it or not, alive and beautiful, they're worth money. Believe it or not, dead and inside of a frame, pinned with their wings spread out and their whole entire shell spread out and their legs spread out, they're worth money. It is insane. This market is insane. The colors of them, I almost want to call them polymorphic because they're all very, very different.
These are actually different species.
Right, no, but even within the same species, they kind of end up having different little marks. The whites
they will
might
have
be
different patterns.
Grow a little bit further down, you know, different patterns, exactly. So it's an insane thing. I always go back to polymorphism. It's probably because of the New Caledonian geckos, right? But I feel like all of these guys are so different and so beautiful in their own way. And specifically, these guys right here are freaking amazing. Now, I just got into elephant beetles, and I got into the Hercules beetle. Now, the elephant beetle being from Mexico, correct me if I'm wrong?
Yep, Mexico.
And then we have the Hercules beetle, which is a North American beetle, correct? No. Ooh,
well,
correct me.
It depends. There's
smaller ones, right?
Yeah, the Hercules we have here in the States is smaller. The one that you have comes from South America.
So there we go. So the ones that I'm talking about, South America, which is the one I own. Then we have one with a smaller, what do you call it? I mean, it's technically not a pincher, right?
No, they have a head horn that they can move, which it's not pinchers, but kind of.
Kind of. So that for lack of better words, the pincher that they have on their head, which is again a horn on their head. In North America, we have ones that are pretty small. In South America,
they're giant.
I like the ones you guys have seen on my page. They're massive. I mean, and as you found out, I didn't think they can pinch.
Yeah, they can hurt. They can hurt. You want to get pinched now?
No, I don't.
Are you sure?
Yeah. Okay. Wait. Let's get pinched.
You want to try it first?
All right, guys.
Just hold your finger out.
We're gonna take a pinch from this thing. Ready? I've been bit by so many things. This is gonna suck. Oh man. That's not so bad.
No, it's not.
That's not so bad. That's
until he starts wiggling his horns back and forth. That's when it starts to hurt.
He'll saw?
Yeah.
Okay, so that's.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, she's a puppy.
That's mildly bad.
But it's not terrible.
It's not terrible. It's not like an anaconda just bit you and tore.
No.
But
it hurts.
you know, it's like an umami flavor of a feeling where you just ate some uni, some sea urchin, and you really got to let it sit on your palate. And you're like, okay, it's weird. Oh yeah, I just felt it. He's going for it, and you taste it at first, and then it's sweet at the end. except there's no sweetness at the end of this. It's an interesting feeling. This is an interesting feeling, guys. Check this out. If I wiggle my finger, he's gonna do it again, huh?
He'll rebite, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, how do I get him off?
Blow on him.
Yeah, there he goes.
Oh, oh, and we're free. We're free. Your turn. You're taking the bite. Take the bite on the nose.
No.
Oh, why not the nose?
So.
Oh. Their fingers hurt more than, or their little claws hurt more than the bite. That's not that bad.
If you took a bite on the nose, look at those spikes. Those will break skin.
I don't know what you're talking about. And end this video, and we're gonna do that again with Jay, with something really, really crazy that he can't get me to hold. Explain these and explain the venom that they have, and explain why you're telling me it's not gonna bite me, because I don't believe you.
So right here is Pistola horrida, otherwise known as the horrid king assassin bug or the African giant assassin bug. Now, Josh is being a little baby because he's scared of bugs, but the venom is kind of potent. It hurts a lot, but you're not gonna die. The other reason why people don't really want to get bit by these is because they have Chagas disease. Some of them do, but typically captive bred cultures don't have Chagas because, you know, we're not dirty. And also you have to eat the poop. Like, you'd have to get fecal matter all up in your face and whatnot to get Chagas.
What?
Yeah. These also fly if you spook them.
No.
Yeah, they can fly. If you look really closely, right here toward the face, you can see the proboscis that they use to sting you, and it's pretty gnarly.
Okay, dude, that thing looks like a messed up freaking mosquito.
Yeah.
It's like a messed up mosquito. You know, I know one rule. If it's colorful in the wild, you usually don't want to mess with it, right?
Oh yeah, this would definitely hurt you.
I see it now. It's just like.
Yeah, see that like bent hook thing?
Guys, okay, you know what? I'm not gonna be a little baby. I'm gonna prove Jay wrong. I'm holding this weird little venomous insect, Plabarus mosquito, steroided African beetle thing type deal. Insect. If I get bit, guys, I'm done. I'm done. Okay. All right. Everybody better be commenting in this video, liking it, sharing it, subscribing.
Everybody needs to give you a what's up, brother.
Everybody needs to give me a Chat Tuesday, brother. What's up, brother? Sorry for cussing. Family friendly. It's by my main vein, bro. It's by my main vein.
It's all right. He's not gonna do nothing to you.
Why did it stop moving?
These guys are actually the friendliest of the assassin bug species. If you did this with a white spot, you'd get bit. You would have been bit already. If you did these with orange spots, they'll spit in your face. They can actually spit their venom. I've never seen these guys spit, but I heard they can.
You tell them
Dude,
that
this is
after he's on the head.
this is a gnarly looking bug, y'all. This is a gnarly looking. The spikes on it.
I wouldn't move too fast in front of it.
We're not doing that again. The spikes on this thing's what? It's
Carapace.
Carapace? Is that its
Yeah.
carapace? Yeah. Okay. The spikes on its carapace. The crazy little what did you call it?
The proboscis?
The proboscis, aka its single fang right there.
Yeah.
It's
big
crazy looking wings. The oranges on it. Big ol' eyes. I mean, this is a scary looking bug, y'all.
He moved his proboscis right now.
Did he really? Oh my God. Okay. I'm going to give it back to Jay, guys. That is it. Do me a favor, y'all. Sacramento Reptile Show. Jay Aldis right here. Make sure to like, subscribe, comment on the video. What was your favorite animal we showed? Or I would say what was your favorite purchase, but I think this is the smallest amount of purchases we've ever made at a show. But in my opinion, one of the best right here. Again, guys.
Right there.
Look, you're not doing this to me, okay? You're trying to, you see what he's trying, you see what everyone tries to do to me. My friends of anyone, they're always trying to make me empty my pockets, all right, y'all? So check this out. Love you guys, everyone. Make sure to go subscribe. Thank you for watching. Again, make sure to go follow my buddies. Everyone that you saw in this video is someone I would recommend to buy something from. If I'm showing them on here, it's because I trust them, I had a good connection with them, or I really like the species or genetics that they have. So you can trust them if I trust them. Other than that, catch you guys next time. Thank you for watching.